And we return. Ninja Gaiden. It's sometimes, you know, I do wish it was a bit more, a little less spastic, you know, so you can have a little more control of things, you know, but that's the way it is. That guy up ahead, he looks just like Jason Voorhees. It reminds me when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I used to go up to my neighbor's house, and when I was like 10 years old or something, and it was back in the late 80s, and we used to watch all the Friday the 13th films and stuff, and it was really classic, you know. And it was always interesting to see how Jason, what kind of methods Jason would use to take somebody out, you know. I think the weed whacker was the best, in my personal opinion. Now we're going another go at this boss. This boss, unlike the other bosses, there's a very easy method to take on this boss. I don't find out right away because I had never played this boss before. But actually, unlike the others, there is actually a safe spot, but you have to. You really gotta keep make sure you don't lose because you run out of time, and that's what happened to me here. So I actually ran out of time. I just wasn't paying attention. So you can't. You could stay there, but you know. But right now, it took a little bit of trial and error to find it. Just figure out what these guys do. And if you actually notice, they, like where I'm underneath that platform right there, they rarely ever jump and land right underneath it. Like right there is one dive they can do. They can land them. They can land them right there. But for the most part, they just don't go that way. Of course, in our last episode, we found out that Ninja Gaiden's real foe, that his real enemy behind wanting to take over the world is Gregory Peck. And we find out that maybe in some details maybe we'll find out why Gregory Peck wants to take over the world. Why? Was it possibly because on Memorial Day, Elmer's Tainted Horse Meat Snack-a-Shack of Crackton, Ohio was closed, and Gregory Peck became enraged by this. He was like, "Why is I'm Gregory Peck? Why is Elmer's Tainted Horse Meat Snack-a-Shack of Crackton, Ohio closed? I'm going to slap a bitch." Thus, afterwards, in anger, Gregory Peck took on Shinobi and handed Shinobi his ass. You don't want to piss Gregory Peck off. You may very well find out most NES bosses are just Gregory Peck. And he just got pissed off one day and he just said, you know, his favorite restaurant never closes on him. Period. Which is, unfortunately, as we'll probably find out, most days, Elmer's Tainted Horse Meat Snack-a-Shack is literally closed about 3 days. Usually only open 3 days a week, so Peck is usually pissed off most of the time. Right now, I'm still trying to figure out what next game I would like to do a marathon of. I got all kinds of ideas. You know, should it be like Kid Icarus? Should it be Dragon? I'm still thinking. Might want to do something that requires more voiceovers. So yeah, I mean, but the only problem is I don't want to do something like Final Fantasy for the NES because it's just that would take forever. I mean, those games were long, you know. So you would have to probably clip it or something. You know. What are those little aliens sitting in the background? Like little xenophobes or something. Yeah, these two bosses, you can definitely tell that Tecmo was fans of Ghostbusters. Because these bosses right here really do remind me of Gozer's guard dogs. I can't. Gatekeeper and yeah. Said the other day, I actually tried to play this stuff on Justin TV, and I'll tell you something. If you have bad bandwidth, you know, and you know, you just can't do much. Like, I can show Mystery Science Theater. I actually think that runs okay, but for some reason, I'll tell you something. A Nintendo game, anything with Nintendo, anything with old games, if you have bad RAM and all that stuff, I mean, if you don't have like a good internet connection, I mean, I tell you, it feels unfair, you know. So, you know, I don't want to waste any kind of money on this computer. Bring this thing to JTV. At least with Blip, you know, maybe I could have some ads or something. Maybe I can make some revenue from that. And I tell you that quality from that is perfectly great. I think that's all I care about. As regards of what this should be on. I'm really been happy with Blip TV so far. YouTube, it's just, you know, I mean, that's just kind of a crapshoot, you know. It's more about like a few people finding your videos and then, you know, maybe if they subscribe or something. Even that's not guaranteed. I mean, you could have 1,000 people check out your video. Maybe 1 or 2 might subscribe. Right here, I start to figure it out. That basically underneath that, right there, they really can't jump on top of you right there. See, there's a pattern. That's the one thing about the other bosses is that, like, maybe there's like some pattern to them, but you usually still take lots of hits. And usually, what it is it's like a race to kill them before they kill you. You're taking hits, you're getting your ass beat, but you've got to beat him first. It's like a race. And this boss, I love this boss the best because, you know, this thing actually has a. Now the next boss that's after this, when I did this this run, there is no safe spot. You got to go up to him and just start slashing while he is tearing the crap out of you. Because it's just a race. And that's the way it is with Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden, it's just acceptance. You have to have an acceptance that, you know, yeah, here we go.
There you go, Rock. You have a long way to go. I'm bringing Peck.
No!
I saw what you did and... What?
Ryu! I got your bitch. You coward. No! Give it to him!
Put down the demon stacks on the floor, you little asshole! Nice work, prick! Goodbye! Have a nice day.
Ah!
Ah! Get the girl away! She's going to be a sacrifice! Ah! Ah! Tonight is the rebirth of King of Horse Meat that will come back to the world. Great gore.
Act 5. Let's okay. Let's have a contest. Let's have a contest to see how much stuff we can fill the sky with, because this is what it's gonna be turning out to be. Pumpkinhead. Remember those films? It's funny. Jason Voorhees is in this. Oh, that little green ninja dude. He's awesome. Oh man. And you thought your ass got raped with the normal Ninja Gaiden guys. They brought in the Hunchback from Castlevania 3. Oh man. And watch that little fucker. Man, he just he follows you on the other platforms. I mean, that's brutal. That's just unforgiving. See right there? That's kind of what I was talking about in the earlier clips. Is if there's a wall right behind you. Oh god. More of those hawks. Oh god. See a lot. Fell right through the platform. See. Oh god, there's so much stuff coming at you. I mean, there's so much to add about this, and it's just like, And then if you move even a little bit to the left, bam, respawn. See, he follows you right onto those platforms. You really gotta watch yourself with that. It's a good thing they give you infinite continues, because, jeez. I mean, you wouldn't even probably have made it this far if you hadn't. But the point I was trying to say is if you're too close to a wall and a guy jumps up against you, you stick to the wall. So what ends up happening is you'll take extra hits. It's difficult. It's very hard. I mean, okay, right here. Oh, that guy. That guy right there. He's hard. He makes some of the earlier bosses look easy. There is a point coming up where you're gonna find an area, you know, like let's say you jump down from a cliff like there. You're gonna find him like sitting right there by the entrance, and let's just say I die a lot. I mean, I die a lot, and there's a point where, you know, like I said before, you know, I get so frustrated that I actually, sometimes I feel like I'm just dragging Ryu, you know, Ninja Gaiden's corpse just into the door. You know, he's got 0 health points, but I feel like, well, his corpse made it to the door. Can you just give it to me? This is a hard game. You gotta give me just maybe a little slack? Oh, yeah, oh wait, okay. I thought that little Hunchback wasn't gonna he was gonna show up. Oh, there he is. And he killed me on time. I'm sure people are wondering when I'll do like something with Action 52. I wanted to do a movie on Action 52. I wanted to make it a DVD or something, but I'm starting to think I'm getting into the whole idea of just making stuff for Blip TV. I seem to be getting views from that. I want to make that special though, you know, like I want to get a webcam so I can show off, because I do have the physical Action 52. See, that's the thing, is when I do these reviews, people know as well that you're using an emulator. That's true, but you have to understand, by law it says as long as you have the physical game that this is considered a backup. Well, that's exactly what I have. I actually do go to some length, and I do spend some money to get some of these games. I have the hard copy of Ninja Gaiden in a gym bag I have, where I store some of my raw NES games. Then I just have a bunch of games that are complete. Like, I have Bible Adventures complete. And I'll tell you something, you know, as an NES reviewer, sometimes you really gotta find the games complete. You know, as snobby as it sounds. You know, I know with a lot of reviewers, they usually just get the core game, you know, and you can't blame them. You know, it's, you know, they're trying to, you know, it's less money, or sometimes they just get donations. They get, you know, games from fans and stuff, and that's fine. But but the thing is, sometimes you miss certain details about what the game developers say about their game that adds a whole new level of comedy to these reviews. Like, when AVGN did Bible Adventures, he had the complete box and game and stuff. You'd find out that on the back of the manual is there's actually, looking at the time, I won't say it now, I'll say the next clip. But there could have been more added to that review if it only had the complete game, because it really gets funny. See, the thing you have to understand about Bible Adventures is that the people who made it, you know, they basically just did it because it was just a business proposition. Like, some guy just went to them, you know, convinced them that making Bible games would be very profitable, but they took it as hilarious. They did. They took it as more of a parody. They thought it was a hilarious idea. So, you know, like, if you wonder, like, for example, why do you have Bible Buffet with Candyland and stuff like that? It's basically just a clusterfuck, basically. I don't think they took it very seriously. And you see the way those games are, it's kind of, you know, you're either one or two things, basically. You know, you either have a sense of humor, or, you know, there's something wrong with you to make those games. But they were basically failing at everything else with the NES, you know, so. Okay, in the next clip, I'm gonna discuss what else could have been added to that Bible Adventures review. And we'll continue to see if Gregory Peck will triumph, or he'll just be very crippled from his world. Hunchbacks! That's that respawn rate I told you about. It's brutal. See? You're standing in one position, man. They just keep coming until you gotta keep going forward. You're screwed.